Hey everybody and welcome back. So today, finally, I'm doing my dedicated first impression / demo of the Minimalist palette from Elcie Cosmetics. This is the first time I'll be playing with this. I've kept it tucked away so I wouldn't be tempted, and I'm going to put it on camera. I'm kind of excited to use this. It just has 5 all matte shadows in there of various different sizes. So we have, I'm going to read it for you. The black one is called Smoke Out In Depth, which is the darker brown, which is, yeah, In Depth is the darker brown. Warmth is the more terracotta orangey shade, which is in the bigger pan as well as Blank Slate, which is the white one, and Tone Up is the mid shade brown right here. I did use it as contour over my cream contour today, so you'll see that in the video as well. But if you want to see my genuine first impressions and thoughts on this palette, then go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so we're just going to start out and kind of just see where this goes. So I'm going to start out with, let me just use the box instead of turning back and forth. Okay, so with Warmth, which is this shade right here, the bigger kind of like a terracotta shade. And I'm going to go in with my Smith 232. If you've been watching my videos at all, you know that Smith brushes are my favorite brushes for my eyes. Pretty much 99% of what I use. That looks really pretty. I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do. I'm kind of just going with it right now. But that actually looks really, really nice. It's just like adds a nice natural warmth, which is the name. Oh my goodness. That's impressive. I don't know if it's going to come off exactly how it is on camera, like how it is in real life, but that was just a really easily blended shade. Honestly, I feel like you could actually do like a single look with just this shadow and kind of just put it all over the eye. Go, and that'd be so pretty. That's really nice. But we're going to use some more just to kind of test everything out to see if they're all the same. I'm going to go in with my Smith 230, which is just a little bit smaller than the 232, and then I'm going to go in with the shade In Depth and just put this in the outer corner a little bit. I want to do something more on the neutral / natural side, which you can clearly go and do something very smoky and very dramatic with this. So I think the concept behind it, just being like an all-in-one palette, all things you'll need to create multiple looks for day and night, kind of just spot on. These are blending really well. That's actually really surprising. I mean, for the most part, I feel like eyeshadow is an eyeshadow until you come across a crappy one and then you notice a difference. But these just blend differently. I'm not sure what it is, but there's just something different about it, and I really like it. That's so nice. Okay, and I'm just using the bare minimum. I'm dipping my brush in like once and tapping any excess off. One, because I don't like super bold looks on the daily basis. And 2, just to kind of get a feel for how pigmented they are. And these are really pigmented. Mind you, it does matter what kind of brushes you're using as well too, so every shadow is going to look a little different if you're not using as high quality. It doesn't need to be expensive brushes, they just need to be good quality brushes. So we'll say that about these Smith brushes. They are amazing if you are looking for any kind of brushes. That's so nice. Go in a little bit. And go back in with that 232 and pick up a little bit more of that Warmth shade. Just kind of bring the brightness back up top because I don't want it to be too dark. Just a little. There we go. Okay, and I know my inner corner is already pretty bright, but I want to test out that Blank Start shade, which is this nice big creamy white shade. It's not quite as white as I would have preferred, but I feel like this is a good white shade for a more of a wide range of skin tones, which makes sense. Just going into the inner 2/3 of the eye, kind of just basically between where I have the other two shadows, and blending that out. More so actually just patting this in and kind of blurring the lines by patting just ever so slightly right around the edges. But this is really pretty brightening, even though it's not quite as white as I would have thought. I'll put a little bit on my brow bone just to kind of see, even though that area is pretty bright already, just by my skin tone and the concealer that I use as my primer. But these are really smooth. There hasn't been any fallout thus far, and I'm impressed. Go blend that one more time. And then I'm going to go in on a smaller brush. I'll go in with my Sigma E30 pencil brush and go in with the Warmth shade. Pop that right underneath the lower lash line. I'm just going to go halfway in today and connect it outside. I tend to connect majority of my shadow looks just to kind of give a more upward appearance at the end of my eye, since I have more of like round, slightly almond, but more so like round eyes. Just connecting those two. And I like to bring my shadows down a little bit lower than the average. Just, I don't know, personal preference. And then I'm going to go in, because I want to try and use these as much as different ways as I can. I'm going to go back in with the In-Depth, which is the darkest brown right here, the smaller of the two browns, and put that on a Smith 212, which is just a really, really tiny flat definer brush, and put that as close to my lash line as possible, still staying on that outer half of my lashes. I feel like I have two like low-key weird spots on my lower lash line. I wonder if that's like normal. It's just like color never wants to go there. They're just very small spots between like my hair growth, and it's so weird. It kind of bothers me because I feel like it looks like patchy up close. I like that. These are really nice. I think I'm going to leave it like that. And then I will try using the Tone Up, which is the bigger and lighter of the browns, to contour. I normally just do cream contour nowadays, but I want to test this out because Lilith did show that you can use it on the face. The Warmth is a little bit dark for me to use as a blush, even if I was really light-handed, so I'm not going to do that. But that is an option, which is awesome. So just going with my Real Techniques. This is my number 100 from the, I think it was like the, it's the Precious Like Metals collection. It's this one, number 100 from Real Techniques. I'll go in and I'll just add a little. And this should adhere a little bit better because I just have creams on. Yeah, you could tell. It's like a nice cool tone. I feel like it's showing up a little bit warmer on camera, but it's a nicer cool toned shade. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the eyes like that. I like that. That's something super simple. I'm gonna put on mascara and then I will be right back. Alrighty, so mascara is on and everything else is done. So I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this. I'm not going to lie, when Lilith first started talking about the new product, I was so excited. And then when she showed this palette, I was kind of like, I don't know. I was a little skeptical, but since I am so like loyal to the brand because her foundation is my holy grail foundation. I like other foundations, but that is just the one I consistently go back to, and I use the primer every day as well. And I just I don't know, there's something about Elcie that I just found comfort in, and so I picked the palette up just to try it out because I'm loyal to the brand, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I know I've been holding on to this for a bit before actually trying it out, but then again, it just came in a couple weeks ago, so it hasn't been too long. But after trying this for the first time on camera today, I'm so impressed. Like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of the times an eyeshadow is just an eyeshadow. It's nice or it's crappy kind of thing, but I feel like I don't know what it is. I wish I could explain that better, but just I feel like from the time that it goes onto your skin, it blends in as if you have like the most like flawless, smooth surface. I don't know, I don't that's such a weird way to describe it, but it just blends like a dream, and the colors look, if there could be natural eye colors or like eyeshadows like on your skin naturally, I feel like these colors could be those types of colors. They just enhance. They're very enhancing. I feel like that's a good description of it. And like I said, you can use and make so many different looks with this. It's a beautiful package. My OCD does get to me that the way that they're situated, and there's like that blank space in there. The only thing I wish she would have included would have just been, so let's just say like the bottom row would have been the 3 bigger pans at the top, and if she would have added like an inner corner white highlight, or like of sorts, like a creamy white highlight, I think that would have been the only thing I would have added to this. I get that it's an all matte palette, but just for my sake, because when I look at it, it makes me a little anxious. But the product inside is beautiful. The contour did look nice. I find myself probably gearing more towards just using it on the eyes, but I do like that it's multi-versatile like that. I think that's really cool for her to think about, and it makes sense why the pan sizes are bigger for certain ones and smaller for others. You need the smallest amount, and it blends out really well, really pigmented, no fallout, no kick up when your brush goes into the product, which I do appreciate as well, so not a lot is being wasted, if any. Overall, I think I definitely recommend this product. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below, and I will update in my description how it looks at the end of the day when I come home tonight, only because I'm only working with natural light, and you don't want to see orange fluorescent-y nasty lights when I get home for the update. So I will put that in the description box below. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.